Alright, all you listeners to the madness, and I guess a couple of you miniature golf fans out there, welcome back to Under the Radar. And if you're wondering at home how in the world were we able to get into that giant windmill under the miniature golf course, well, we got some connections thanks to Dan the Weatherman Stu, and plus they loved the show. So they said, hey, for this week, you can shoot it here, underneath this giant oversized windmill. And Maestro said it was perfect because he hates windmills. Well, why in the world did you decide to go here for this week? You know what, besides Don Quixote over there, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and take out our left-handed scissors and cut out some very interesting newspaper clippings for this week's edition of Yesterday's News. And in our first news story, and in musical cover news, for you fans out there of Frog Leap Studios, it looks like he's at it again, and this time would go with a Bee Gees classic song in the form of Tragedy. Now, personally, the only Bee Gees song I was able to listen to, besides Staying Alive and Night Fever, thanks to a certain disco weatherman we know and love, this would be the first time I would be able to hear this song, and not only did I like it, but it made me go back to the original version of the song to see how cool it was in the Bee Gees tone, which was pretty cool as well. And not to mention the fact that he was performing this song on a hockey stick guitar with one string, not bad. And not to mention the fact that he was doing this in his garage as well, another nice note too. And if you guys and gals out there want to check out this Bee Gees classic cover for yourselves, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as Frog Leap Studios to check it out for yourselves. And yeah, also I got the name of it right for this week too on my first try. Thank you for the applause, Maestro. And in other cover news, for you OHP fans out there, and we know we've forgotten to mention him for a while on the show, so now here it is, because he would do a cover of a classic Imagine Dragons song in the form of Believer. And not to mention the fact that he would be able to do it on his drum set with a cool lighting scheme behind him. Definitely appropriate for this song. Now, I wish it had strobe lighting effect for when he got to the chorus of the song, but seeing the fact that I know a couple of people out there are prone to seizures with strobe lighting effects, it was good for what it was worth. It really was. And if you guys and gals out there want to check out this cover for yourselves, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as OHP to check it out for yourselves. And in other yesterday's news, or in domino news, and news that we forgot to mention for well over 2 weeks now, for you fans out there of Princess Peach of the classic game of Super Mario, it looks like the Domino King would be able to forever immortalize her image in the world of dominoes using well over 25,729 dominoes. And the fact that it took him a long time to actually get this up, which I do believe ballpark range 2 to 3 days, maybe more, is very impressive. And not to mention using the classic Peach theme from Super Mario, another nice touch. And if you guys and gals out there want to check out the cool crown and the royalty that comes with Princess Peach in the form of dominoes, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as the Domino King to check it out for yourselves. And in other video game news, or in our first video game news story that we have up for this week for yesterday's news, for you fans out there who are looking to earn a little extra money out there in the world of Grand Theft Auto Online, and you happen to own a bunker, I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced as of this week, or technically last week, anybody who owns a bunker will be able to get double reward money for gun running cell missions and increased research feed for your bunkers. Which means it will be a lot easier for you to research those weapons you've been trying to get your hands on for the longest amount of time. And seeing the fact that the bunkers have random research missions in them, with a faster research time, it'll save you a lot of money and time. Yeah, which is two things that are very important in Grand Theft Auto, especially when it comes to bunkers. And alongside with that, folks, the Bunker Series missions will have double rewards for this week, and alongside with it, for you Lucky Wheel fans out there, this week the Itali GTO is available for sale on the Lucky Wheel. Or more or less available for you to spin the win for on the Lucky Wheel. Yeah, I think that's a better way to say it. And alongside with that, folks, for you fans out there looking for a brand new pistol with no cost to you, pistol sidearms are for free this week at Ammunition. And alongside with that, you can get 30% off of the Highway Night Shark, the Protogen Hermes, the Overflood Entity XXR, and the Karen Sultan RX, which, interesting enough, every single one of the vehicles that we mentioned were on the Lucky Wheel at one point or another in the world of Grand Theft Auto. Not too entirely sure about the Night Shark, but every other vehicle we mentioned were all featured on the wheel. And if you guys want to check out any other cool discounts or things that they've got coming down the tubes for Grand Theft Auto for this week, heading into next week, which should end this event by this Thursday, May 20th, you can head on over to the website only known as rockstargames.com to check it out for yourselves. And don't burn daylight on this deal for the gun running pack, because I'm pretty sure if you work hard, you can get up to well over $2 million for transporting things out of your bunker. A full bunker, that is. And I guess with that said, folks, wraps it up for another edition of yesterday's news. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into the music, and when we return, we'll be back with more madness as Under the Radar rolls on right after this. So don't touch that dial just yet, folks, and stay tuned.